Korea? Yes? Later. Okay, symbolic, okay? Everybody who gets one, everybody else look at her. And if she eats it, you meditate on it. This was fun, okay. All the advertisements about Africa, you know, jungle, lions, tiger, hippopotamus, rhino. I couldn't find any here. When my driver was driving on the highway, I kept looking for these lions, rhino. I couldn't find any. Did you? You find any lion, rhino running around the highway? I guess the police stopped them because their speed is not, it's not fast enough, right? They must run like 120 kilometers an hour in order to be allowed over there where we were driving. Your master. Funny lady. So, almost of you see me already, huh? You have translation or not? You mean funny? 太好了，塞起来，快点，我讲英文的。I will speak English so that all the Chinese plug yourself in, okay? And the Korean and the Zulu. You okay, guys? It's great here, huh? My God, you found a really good place. Who did it? Huh? Who found this place? Chris? Oh? Me? Yeah, I mean physically. It's a really good place, huh? Beautiful. We could stay in Africa forever. The climate's always like this? No? Is it summer or winter? Summer. So winter be colder? How cold? Huh? No, who's the African one? Tell me.
5 degrees. 5 degrees.
5 degrees Celsius? Oh, that's cold.
And wet.
And wind?
Wet. Wet and windy.
Wet. Oh, wet. Okay. I mean, I didn't understand. Oh my God. Just to understand English in different land is terrible already. It's a big, big test. Okay. So you African? Yeah, okay. So summer is like this all the time?
Much hotter now.
Hotter?
Unusual weather.
This is unusual weather. Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. Yesterday, since I arrived, I put my hand through the window and feel, oh, so nice. No need air conditioning in a hotel room even. My goodness. I thought your weather is so nice. When we hear of Africa, we hear of sweating and scorching sun and blacken the skin in 1 hour and all that. Lion runs around. But this is really beautiful. Your country developed so fast and so impressively. When we drive through the city, I thought we were in New York. Yes, or Los Angeles. Huh? So beautiful, huh? You like it, guys? The foreigners? Yes. Now you know why I brought you here. so you're not scared anymore about Africa. Legend, yeah. They make a very funny advertisement about your country. We saw the films that made in Africa, always jungles, lions, yes, Tarzan. This is really nice. I've been in Africa before, anyhow, and it surprised me too. Those countries I've been. But this surprised me even more, South Africa. It's really, really modernized. Really, really too modernized. Well, but at least we sit here, it's a mini jungle. So to those of you who expect the African to be jungle, you don't feel too disappointed. This is cool, huh? Beautiful, and the oxygen from the trees make you feel good. And your skin look good. I look younger today. Yes, you see, we could live forever, actually. We could live forever in this physical body. Yes, we could. Practically speaking, we could. Because God also made this physical body very durable, for eternal. It's just that we damage our environment. We damage our bodies by overworked, by poisoning it, with different kind of intoxicants, and over-tiring it with unnecessary activities, and wearing out the mind by all kind of nonsensical scheme and plan and negative thinking. You see, when you are in such a good air, good environment with a lot of trees, and the trees generate oxygen as usual, then you feel your skin look better. Look at yourself. The skin look younger, smoother, and the pore is finer. See, the skin is more refined, and your wrinkles disappear. I mean, if you have any, like me, don't tell anybody. 51, my God. 51 years old, I printed on a newspaper, black and white. I hate that newspaper. No, I'm just kidding. I've been complaining about that 3 days already. I still haven't feel good yet. 51. Jesus, sounds so old. Do I look 51 to anybody here? Not 5'1", right? 1'5". Maybe they wanted to print it 1'5", and they just mix it up, because this world everything is upside down anyway. So they do it like that. Okay, 1'5", guys. Understand? Yes. Anyhow, yes. Remind you to look at yourself. You feel better here, right? Fresher, nah? Yes. Energized, revigorated, and your skin looks smoother, younger, and you just feel good. You just feel like you have been bathed or taken tonic, elixir or something. That's alone already feel good. And if you meditate, of course you feel much better. I hope everything is to your liking. Yeah? The tent's not too far. The toilet's not too near. Too bad. It's your own smell. Anyhow, you see, we could live forever, really, even in this physical body and in this physical life, physical world, we could live forever. That's why when we read the old story, we heard that some people live until 800 years old, 800 score of years, thing like that. Yeah, and in Chinese they live, some of Peng Tu, he lives until 400 or 500 years old. Some people still do in a remote region of the world where they don't have too much contamination, no pollution in the air, and their life is simple, and their way of living is even, everyday, uneventful, unstressful, and their demand is few, and their contentment is great. So, more or less, they live in a heavenly world, in the physical body, so they live longer. Some people still live in some remote area of Himalaya, if I could believe them. They live until 400 or 500 years old. Not too many, but there are some. And even in some of our countries, in the plain here, in ordinary places, some people live until 200 something years old. Sometimes you read newspaper, if you can believe in the newspapers. Yeah, they do. There are some exceptional beings who live that long. My grandmother lived up to over 100 years old. My father's mother, yes, 105 when she died, and she was still healthy. I mean, she was still strong when she passed away. When she was 100 years old, they took a picture of her and gave it to me, and she wearing some beautiful clothes like Lama dress, you know. Yes, and she looked so good. She smiled so brilliantly. I remember her life was very simple, and she has like 13 kids. Can you believe that? Yes. My grandmother was good, but my grandfather, I was told, is a big, big, big butterfly. He loves flowers. The mobile flowers. The running around flowers, yes. So actually, I probably have more cousins than I could ever know. He was a high officer, a district chief, or a governor, something like that. I forgot to check it out. Yes. So many people likes him, especially the women. In the old time, if you married or being a mistress to someone like that, you know, like high officers, officials in the government, you are somebody. Very, very prestigious. So of course you can't blame him. Huh? It's not that he wanted it; they volunteer. And in the old time, you have many wives. Okay, it's just different tradition than now. Also, in the old time, we have a matriarchal system, just like the Zulu people now. Do you still have this system here? Traditional people do. Most people still traditional? No. They're modernized now. They become patriarchal. That's bad. That's bad. That's the worst mistake they made, really. Yes. I was hoping that some of the corner of the world still remain the matriarchal system, because that's the best system you could have for our planet. Really. In the old time, we have that system everywhere. The women were in charge. They took care of the state affair. They decided great event for the countries or country. They make decision in the house regarding all the big issues for the families and the children. And the husband just hang around, help. Help producing babies. Yes. Yeah, in the old time, that was your job. Doing nothing but, pollinarize, fertilize. What? Yes, to to multiply the race of human beings. Yes, And then later on, sometime, long time later, many of 1,000 years later, you have become wiser, and not really wiser, but you have learned with your wives, with the clever woman, how to govern, how to concentrate on things at hand, and how to manage the state affair. I don't mean to offend you, okay, guys? Don't get mad at me. I'm just telling you historical stuff. Still want to listen? Yeah. Really? Okay. I'm very aware of your male's fragile ego. I'm just trying to give you a piece of information and purely objective, okay, of what I know. Yes. In the old time, if you read history, you will know what I say is truth. Well, I don't know much about your culture or European culture, but in my culture, in Vietnamese culture, in the old time, the women were in charge. Yes. And I think some scatter here and there now in some countries still have that, like in Tibet there's some still remain this matriarchal system. And in your country here, some of the Zulu tribe traditional still remain that. And this is good song. If you study the genetic system of man and woman, and the way men and women behave, and the way men and women take care of things, you will understand why. Yeah, the women are more delicate, more attentive to details, and whatever they do it more correctly, more refinedly, more detailedly. Yes, that's why God has entrusted the biggest, noblest task of being a mother to women. It's very difficult job. If men has to bear a child for 9 months, I don't know if they can they can endure it. It's a very difficult job, and raising children. So in the old time, we have this different system of the women taking care of everything that is important to the physical comfort of the whole family and the state. And the men doing physical job, like helping the woman with heavy task, yeah, doing anything that it requires muscle and strength. Yes, and men are capable of that, and therefore you can see men develop more and more always. Genetically speaking, they're always stronger than women, bigger, yes, more muscular, and the women have always been more delicate, more refined, more attentive, more concentrate whenever they do things. And we even have a saying nowadays to admit it. Behind a great man, there is always a great woman. Yes, even now. Yes, even now. Long time ago, men and women were very content to live alongside each other and doing whatever naturally come to them. For example, woman is more delicate and more brainy, so they take care of some intellectual issue, and man is more muscular, strong, protective, so they do that. They work together fine, and there were no problem at all, and the world was in a much better shape. Not talk about physical comfort, only spiritually speaking and emotionally speaking, the world had been at that time a better place to live. Yes, because the woman ruled with more common sense and love. A woman was a symbol of love, and they still are. That's why thousands of songs are written in the name of the mothers, hardly any for the father. And all the songs about wars and encouraging children marching ahead to death, all written for men. And most of the war started by men. We only had war since men begin to rule the world. You trace back the history and you know I'm right. Okay? Anyhow, it's not to say to look down upon men or anything. Men today is different, of course. I'm just saying that how things have changed during all this historical time and has changed our world too. In the beginning, everybody thought of God as a mother because it is very simple. Woman bears kids, yeah? Give birth to children. So naturally, for us, all of us, to think that our God is a mother. Yes. So it's okay also if he's a man who cares. But what I mean is, in the old time, we automatically worship God as a mother goddess. All right, fine. And the men also accept that. Everybody say mother God. And then, but as usual, men sometimes are stubborn and sometimes they are jealous, ego. So they begin to wonder why women should rule everything. Why women should be a superior race. Just like now women wonder why men should be the superior one and why women should be treated as second best in the society nowadays. Like get a lower job, lower pay, even though same work. Yes, this happened before. Yeah? Oppositely in the old time, that men are not getting paid or anything. Women take care of everything. And the men just help out whatever required. Mostly in heavy labor, yes. And now some of the men have not been so contented with that, especially the men who are not so good looking and have no women who love them and who chase after them. Before, a woman chase after men, yeah? She will be the one who propose, and then she'll marry him and give him all the things that he needs. Yeah, dowry, and jewelry, whatever, tools, shovel, so that he's happy, yeah, and build houses for him, things like that. But some of the men begin to feel frustrated, and so they want to rule, yes, and they begin to inch their way into power by different means. And then finally they succeeded. And ever since then, they have waged war against women, trying so hard to tell women that they are bad, they are inferior, and cannot do much. They could not even become Buddha, for example. Even in Buddhahood, they stand superior. I don't know why it is like that. And many of us still believe that, including women. And it is a very nonsensical theory, but nevertheless, our society, our world has become worsened spiritually, emotionally, morally, because of this belief, because of discrimination, because of saying men are better than women, or even women are better than men. In the old time, of course, because men were physically fit, so they were assigned to do heavy labor, that's all right. And women are more delicate, they're more for thinking, so they do the intellectual work, it's also fine. But then to say that man is better than woman is not true, because even chemically speaking, we both have the same brain and the same stuff. But most of the time, women are more delicate, more they think deeper, they're more in detail, have more common sense, and that is normal. Yes, because men develop different way, women develop different way. You see, God made it even like that. God gave men strength and muscle, and God gave women intellect because they are weak already. So if they don't have intelligence and more intellectual power, they will be very, very disadvantageous. Yes? So man and woman combined strength like this would be a perfect match. It's not that anyone better than anyone, just different job. Just like somebody is assigned to do work in the office, another is more strong and more building talent is assigned to do outdoor work for building houses, for example, like that. Somebody has to do something, okay? But it's not because a man rules that make the world worse. It's just because they have tried so hard to put women down and not utilize the intelligence of the feminine aspect. And that's why the world has been short of a lot of things. Instead of looking down upon women or suppressing women, our society should encourage, should make use of their talent, their intelligent powers, and their love, the limitless strength of love from the woman in order to take care of this planet. Then our world would have been much, much more a better place to live. Because women are more capable of enduring than men, enduring hardship, enduring difficult situation, and can think of solution better than many men. They are just born like that, and men are born more strong and protective, or giving. Yes, each one is different, that's all. And then we in turn can become man or woman again and again. It doesn't mean that, okay, this special race have been woman forever and this special race will be men forever. So there's no need to say, oh, woman better than man better than woman. Whenever you are born in a body of a man, you are like this. And whenever you are born into a body of a woman, then you become like that. So you will take turn to exercise the power of intellect or the power of the muscle. So actually, we are all us, man or woman. It's just the ego comes in between. The male's ego came in between, now as well as the old time. The man being so strong, protective, and muscular, feeling bad when a small woman tell him what to do. Feeling that he should be telling her what to do. But he could not. Because he couldn't do two things at once. He couldn't do too many things at once. Somebody must organize, and somebody must carry out the orders. That would be better like that, only. Yeah? So the woman being lacking of physical strength, she would be more concentrated on the thinking process. Therefore she came up with more good ideas. Yeah. And men who are busy moving objects, yeah, building houses, protecting the children, fighting with the bears and the tigers. Of course, they don't have time to think, yeah? So they do not develop much in that area. God will give men strength to do these kind of things, protecting job, building job. And women, a week, stay home, think. Yeah, think of a plan what to do. And then ask the man to care. Men use the man power to carry it out. So both work perfectly. So now the men want to do the opposite, want to do the thinking. So who is the one who will carry the object then? Or who build the house then? Who fight the tigers then? Huh? You see how ridiculous? Yeah? We make use of our weakness instead of strength. And now the woman have to be fighting the tiger, protecting the children, guarding the caves, while the man sit there do the thinking and wasting his muscular. So the world became topsy-turvy. things have not been done the way they should have been done. So you can imagine, yeah, slowly, our world has become retarded. So you heard of the golden age, yeah, golden age, that is when things have been done and carried out and obeyed the way God intended. But never mind, it's okay. Men can also have power, but they should not underestimate the strength of women's fineness and intelligence. Because women are the greatest help to men, and men are the greatest help to women. Without one or another, we cannot live. But it's too late now. And I just hope that the world will change for the better and we go back to the golden age again. And maybe we will have more queens, more women presidents, more lady prime ministers. Yes, we say like, okay, we look down upon some country as the third world, the underdeveloped countries like Pakistan, Nicaragua, for example. But they have women's prime ministers already. And it's a Muslim country. I cannot believe it. A Muslim country, they elected women prime ministers. It's a wonder of all the wonder in this world. We should follow that example. Yes, Muslim country, they normally treat women very strictly. You know, you have to cover yourself, you can't go anywhere without men, and don't do this, don't do that. But they elected a woman prime minister. She's wonderful. Must have more of this. Yes. Anyhow, it's not about competition with men and women. I'm telling you this in order for you to see that we should not change the way of God's intention. Then our life is heaven. Now, why is that? Since men ruled, things become different. It's not only the physical change of our world and planet. It is the intention. It is the thinking process that has been changed as well. The mother goddess became a father god. The father is a stern father, you know, who punish, who make rules, and who give precepts and commandments, and who create hell, and you know, the way father. Oops. The way men are. Yes, men are more strict. Yeah, more stern. They ruled more than they ruled, more than they teach, more than they encourage. And women more tolerant, more teaching, more encouraging. Yes, like if a children do something wrong, the women tend to have more patience, take more time, again, and again, tell the child what is wrong and never give up on him or her. And men usually do not have this equipment of patience. It is the way God made us. It's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault. God makes men and women different for different jobs. It's just that we do it opposite way. You know, we make use of our weakness now instead of strength. Woman weakness is muscle. Man weakness is intellect and patience. But now men make use of their intellect and patience to rule the world, and women try to use the muscle now to go out and work, yeah, and compete with men. So our world, of course, cannot be the way it should be, you know. Anyhow, it's not only that, it's the thinking that change everything. Because, as we know already, what we think we will get, sooner or later. Because everything else, everything is created by the thinking only, because we are God. God wanted, so it will be. Yeah? God think, therefore it manifests. This is stated so in every Bible. Now the thinking process has been changed dramatically because men want to rule the world the way they want, and they have tried to change gradually over hundreds or thousands of years to make it become a male society. So they try many ways to press the woman down and make them feel inferior, to the extent that women today believe so. Many women still believe that they are inferior to men, and even they include it in all the religions. They make sure to add this kind of inferiority complex to women using a religion to put them down. And because of this thinking, this detrimental thinking, that our world has degraded from the golden age to the state that we are experiencing now. The thinking is very important. The thought is very important. When we think, for example, that God is a mother, for example, that automatically gives us the impression that God is tolerant, God is forever loving, like the way the mother are. Yes. And father is always strict. Yes. Very, very strict to children. Don't you think so? Still are, no? Yes. Just the way we are like that. Yes. That's why most children are more close to mother than to father. It's just the way we are. And then when we reincarnate as woman, then we are different. So no, nobody is really always perfect or always woman. So there's no need for jealousy here. But human being did not know that. And they still don't know that. So everyone tried to grab power. And men, being more strong, more muscular, they have taken full advantage of that to enslave the woman into their control. And since then, we have not changed this system. We don't have to change, maybe we don't have to, but we should include woman alongside and have respect of her wisdom and make use of her strength of intelligence. It would be better for us. It's not that woman should be better than man or rule over man, it's not that. But woman has a limitless strength of power and a limitless endurance, stamina. That's why they can bear and raise children, and they can endure a lot of things for the family. And that's why mother has been loved, respected and praised since time immemorial. These things we cannot force upon the children to do. They just do it because they know the mother are good. So now, even if the father brings money home, the children still love the mother more and respect the mother more. It's not fair, is it? Too bad. Who told you guys to go out and bring money home? You should stay home. You should do what the woman wants, just, instead of going out and ruling, just be a partner. It would be better. Anyhow, so since the change of the system, political system, we always believe more in a male God. And since then we degrade because we have lost the belief in eternally loving God. And what we believe, we get. See, we believe in a punishing God. We believe in hell after life. We believe in sin, and we believe in intolerance God. It has not been like that before. God has made us human. God has let us ascend into this world to do whatever we do, to learn to become God again, to learn to appreciate God again. Because in this physical world, in this physical body, we become powerless. We already very helpless. We already suffer enough. So there should not be no more punishment, no more killing of each other, no more abusing of each other, mental and emotional aspect anymore. Nothing should be worse than already being in the physical body and struggle for survival. But since we change the system, we change the belief as well. And we use fear to control each other. I mean those who are in power, those who are negative and bad and frustrated one, they use fear, they create a fearful God, fearsome God, so to control other people, including men too, because they cannot say God only punish women. So, so they just have to say, okay, God punish if you are bad, this and that and others. So men also believe in that. So we have lost the power of positive thinking. We have lost the power of believing in a forever loving, unconditional God, which He is or she is. And because we think God is fearsome, God has hell for us, God punishes us and all that. So it become our life. Because of our fear, everything we do and it's supposed to be wrong, or somebody told us that it's wrong, we have fear, we have guilt, and then we worry. We think, okay, I'm going to be punished, I'm going to hell, I'm going to have this and that. And that's how we will have it. And that's how we did have all this time. And the more fear, the more people fear, the more all of this negative thinking congregate together, the bigger the devil become. He has more power, even though he didn't exist at all in the beginning. And everybody then have a devil now, alongside with God. Yeah, it was a necessary figure to control, to have the physical power in this planet. So you see, that's how we have lost heaven. That's how it has been so difficult to go back to paradise again, because of the free will has been abused by a handful of frustrated, ego-oriented males. And then they change the world. So if we complain about the terrible condition of our planet today, we should know why. There's not God who didn't create it. He gave us a free will, and then some of us abuse it and change it around and make the whole planet think negatively, forget God completely. Anytime we believe that there is a devil, that is the time we forsake God. Every time we believe that we are guilty, we're going to be punished, at that time we have forsaken God. Anytime we think that anything God has created is dirty, filthy, including sex, at that time we forsake God. Understand? I don't mean sex in the sense of abusive, but I mean in a way that two people love each other. Yeah, but you have been taught that even that is bad. Just for control. Because it's the most powerful experience of humankind. So they make it bad so that they can control people. Anyhow, to make this world into a paradise again is not an easy task. But at least now we know what's wrong between us, among us. We can change that. The woman should look upon themselves as goddess, as the guidance of the family. The man should look upon himself as the protector of the weak, of their loved ones, and not feeling inferior about his inability to think in minute details the way women do. And the woman should not be made to fear man because of his muscular strength, but to love him, also to protect him with her love, to protect his emotion, to protect his feeling, to love him, to make him feel a man that he is. And we are both a human being. We are both intelligent, we are both wise and strong in different ways. And we should work alongside each other instead of compete with each other for supremacy, like some of the family do. As soon as a man marries a husband, that's it. He thinks he's superior to her. And I don't know why. Suppose we don't believe that woman is endowed with more intellectual power and intelligence to manage things. Suppose we don't believe that. Okay. Now, we should believe at least that man and woman are equally created. So now if a man thinks he's more superior than woman, I don't know what the difference between them. There's only a little difference. Not much, is it? I mean, nowadays we can change that too. We can go to surgery and make a man out of a woman, make a woman out of men. So I don't know why all this discrimination about jobs and things like that. In many countries nowadays, women are still get paid less than men. Yes, it should not be like that. And everywhere women are kind of looked down upon. And that's why our world is not as good as it should be. Because of the thinking. Yeah. So at least between us, I hope that we remember from today that God is all merciful, be it male or female, I don't care. There is no such thing as vengeful God, as a jealous God. Because if a God is like that, we don't need to worship Him. Aren't we like that ourselves already? Do you need to worship another jealous human being? No, right? Yes. Anyhow, because of the thinking, we affect the whole planet. So even our group is maybe small compared to the population of this world, but our thoughts are not small. Together, we can make a difference if our thinking are concentrated in the same direction. And this so-called concentration of thought power can help defeat the other concentration group of negative power. And then we can better the world. So that's the purpose also of us being here in the retreat, because we could change the future. Yeah? The present doesn't matter how bad, how good, we could change, because we have the free will to change the future. See what I mean? Yes, we could change. Destiny is only for the present, okay? Only the present. And still we can also maneuver it to make it differently, to make it appear only in dreams, to make it appear only in illusion. This is the magic of God. Not the black magic, white magic. It's the magic of changing the illusion. Not to make another illusion object out of thin air or anything like that, but changing the existing illusion to make it different. We have this power to do that by just thinking it up, by just knowing that it will be so. It takes time. To some of us it's easy. To some of us still very difficult. But we can do it. Okay, well, I'll tell you another thing next time. Any protest from anyone else? No? Thank you. I love you. You're cute. We women love you crazily, so don't be jealous, okay? Don't worry about it. Without you, our world would be very boring too, so nothing of inferiority complex here, okay? Just different endowments, different ability. And when we use it correctly, life is better. I love men. I don't care if they're stupid. I don't care about all this story about men who are short of ability to think or organize. I don't care. I just love them. Don't you? Yes. See, we love you. All right. See you soon. Yeah? If I didn't come yet at 1, I will come a little later. You just do your job, meditate, sleep, snore, whatever. It's a big place. If you snore, it doesn't disturb so much. Okay, be free. Snore is allowed this time. But if you know you snore, if you do know you snore, maybe it's better to sit a little bit behind, at the back, so you can snore freely without interruption from the neighbor, okay? Because they might kick you. See you guys. Come back soon, sweetheart. We didn't go through this way. No. That's right. You see the same person again and again, and you're still addicted. Addict to it. Yeah. You are beautiful. I made myself beautiful for you. Yeah, you look good here. You look beautiful here too. It's the air. You see how the old time people live longer? Yes? They live in nature. They live in a small hut under the tree, in the bush, just like many of the tribal African people still do. They're stronger, they look good, huh? See the dancer yesterday? Oh, in this kind of air we could stay forever, huh? Sometimes I still have a dream that we have a place somewhere with all the trees and we can just stay there forever together. No need passport and no need visa. And we can meditate when we want, walk around when we wish, eat when we're hungry, sleep when we're tired, and just be together. Wouldn't that be nice? Huh? Anyhow, dream costs nothing, so just we continue. A dream like that in this world would cost billions of dollars. Yeah, anyhow, it's doable. It's just that every countries have made so many rules and regulations that make our dream almost impossible. Yeah? Yes. Otherwise, if everybody is doing this, just meditate and then eat and, do whatever they can like we do, I think that we never have any war. We only have peace, right? And if we stay together in one place, we could do our own, agriculture, yeah? And we put whatever talents we have to use, yes. We don't even need a house, right? We could stay in tent forever, right? Buy a new one. Buy a new one when it's kaput. Okay, see you. Hello, Sapona. Thank you, guys. Take photo here. 3, 4. Oh my goodness. This is so important. Still good, huh? Yeah, huh? Very fresh, I can't believe it. Outside on the street, very hot. Just here, it's cool. Alright then, go take care of your stomach. See you soon. I see you at 6 o'clock. Oh, 6 or 7. Right. Over there. These African dresses are very, very interesting. Yeah? Interesting, huh? Comfortable. Yeah, yeah. Oh, you guys are smart. Okay. See you later. Yeah, yeah. Wow. They have a microphone somewhere in case I want to blah blah. Yeah? No what? Wow, wow, wow. Hello? Yes? Working? Ah, my God. You guys are so good. It's such a remote area and you can organize everything. Again, I'm so impressed. Food, transportation, tents. Yeah? Together you can do a lot of things, huh? Together we can sleep well. Under the trees. Really, we don't need houses, huh? Don't, huh? Just tents, you know. Maybe if we make our own country, we can call it a tent country, a sleeping country, and we can sleep together every day, like this. You okay? Chocolate? Yes? You are? Something wrong? Yes? What? You can't concentrate on? You don't know what bothers you? Your legs? Hurt? Your back hurt? Oh, then lean on this. Put 3 here. Or you put your feet, you know. Let me see your cushion. Maybe too high? Too high cushion? Or just put your legs out, you know, do it for him. Tell him, hey, like that guy. Yeah. See? Or you want a chair like that? You have one? Where do you get a chair like that? In England. Uh-huh. This kind of chair in Taiwan, do you bring it here? Do you sell it here? I know. Chúng Thái Quan mày ra hả? Chứ bên Mỹ mày hả? Mấy tay này? Mấy tay này? Okay, then you just have to make do whatever you have. Okay? Next time get a chair like that. Yeah, and then you can sleep better. Your back hurts you, you can't sleep. Okay, you lean on the tree a little, okay? This is too high maybe. Just sit flat on the floor and lean on the tree. See how you feel. Take the cushion away. Try it. Yeah, sit there. Yeah. How is it? Huh? Better? Yeah. Good night. So simple. Okay, you guys, if you couldn't sit long, take care of your cushion, yeah? If it's too high or too soft, yeah? Or get a chair, some meditation chair like that, okay? Alright? You can put that cushion behind on the tree so that you can lean on the cushion. But don't sit on it, it's too high. Wow! Did I go there before? Huh? Did? Because it looks so long. My goodness. Okay, I tried. So long, my God. Such a long street. It's like heaven here. I'm with you, I feel like in heaven. So nice. You know, if I'm with someone who meditates very well, I feel so cool. You know, inside, I can feel it. you feel that that person is really good practitioner. Yes. Even though he looks like a hot chocolate, but I still feel very cool. Like mint, mint tea, yeah. Really, really helps, yeah. And sometimes when I stay somewhere next to somebody, and of course if I meditate myself, then I feel different. But if sometimes I'm busy or something, I'm not meditating, and someone else next to me or near don't meditate, so sometimes I suddenly feel so bad. I feel so agitated, and then I have to cool myself down by eating some chocolate. See you later, guys, huh? So good to be with you. So good. So good to be with you. Just pure practitioners. Nothing else. Really, this is a big, big blessing. Really big blessing to be together like this. Like one person, yeah? Our energy is so harmonized, so peaceful. So good, man. We are so lucky, aren't we? So lucky. Huh? So lucky. 我们运气好好，哈！哎，能坐在一起这样子。好舒服，好舒服！哎呀，大家都是 Buddha， all of you are Buddha. Make me feel so good. I'm so lucky, huh? Whoever has the money, the time, and don't come to retreat, that person is so stupid. Right? Yes. If they cannot come, they are so stupid. No excuse, huh? 这么好的东西 Wow. What? A hug?
So long for you. Can I give you a sweet?
Yeah, one. What kind of sweet is that?
I made it myself.
Oh, just a little.
And put it in everything.
Oh, I know this kind, but how do I get it now?
You can get it?
Oh, this is good one. Then take it. Okay, thanks. You can share with the neighbor. They're dying for it now. They'll kill you for it. See you later. 我回来，很快。好好。呀，你这样站大家可以看到。
把我坚持这个糖果带回台湾，谢谢师傅，谢谢。
不会哪辛苦。哎，你现在变成这个样子吗
I know it's ugly, but
？No no no， 你发达，你发展太厉害了。不 ugly, you develop so quick on all sides. Now you wear what kind of clothes? One size fit all?
yes.
What did your husband do to you? Make you become like this? Where is he? Is he here? No.
No.
Take turn all the time, huh?
Yes.
No, it's not ugly. Just you didn't take care of it now because you're on retreat. It's okay. It's okay. Fat is beautiful. No, 你变形，变形了一点点，我差点认不出来。大家发达太厉害了，吃素怎么会这样？Just vegetarian, why develop so much? Huh? Okay, take care. Huh? Thank you. Come on. Yeah. You seen me, yeah? Okay, good. Yeah. 大家都看了哈？你看。啊，唔該嘢。Yeah. More look, good look. Okay. Saw me already, right? Okay. Is there a road to go out there also? Yeah? Huh? bên này mà mua mấy đồng. Hey, see you later. 好了。Okay, bye bye. Bye bye, Miss American Pie. Give to back to.
Well, we're very privileged and very pleased to have Supreme Master Ching Hai joining us tonight. Good evening to you. Now, first of all, what do I call you, Supreme Master Ching Hai?
Please, good evening. Is it Kate Turkington?
Yes.
Hello, Kate. You call me sister.
Sister.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, and I'm delighted you're joining us on the program. Now, first of all, because you know you are coming here new to South Africa, so people don't yet know a lot about you. They may not know of your work.
Right.
I would like you to describe, first of all, what does being a Supreme Master mean, and a Supreme Master of what?
This is people in my group, they call me that way.
Oh.
Yes. We have many masters around in our group also, so in case people mix up, so they call me the chief one.
Oh.
Just like superintendent.
Oh, is that?
Yes.
Now, tell us about your life, Ching Hai, because, well, maybe just to follow on from Supreme Master, you don't follow one particular religion, do you?
We have only one religion, and so different names doesn't make any difference to us, really.
So what do you mean? What is that one religion?
We worship one God,
Yeah.
and in the different religions we describe them in different names. That's according to my knowledge.
Yes.
Yes. So there's no need to make another religion or to say I follow one and forsake another.
So what do you do? What is your message? What is your work?
The message is from the Most High. It's not from myself as a person, but from the highest, most loving power of the universe. It is that we should know God, and the purpose of our coming here is to know Him. Therefore, the earlier we know, the better. So we found peace inside ourselves, and we can make peace outside in the world.
Ching Hai, why do we need yet somebody else telling us this?
Right.
There are so many religions, there are so many priests, there are imams, there are rabbis, there are all sorts of people. Why you?
Well, everyone is doing some wonderful job in different way. You see, even if we have more people like me, it's probably still not enough to remind our brothers and sisters that we should not forget God, because some of us do. And not only reminding by words of mouth, but we will also show them God face to face, so that they can believe and remember Him and be happy again.
How do you show somebody God face to face?
Well, there is a God. It's an abstract term to call our Creator, the Most High, and we could see Him the way Moses has seen Him, the way Jesus has seen Him, the way St. John has seen Him, and other ancient masters have seen Him. Such as if when God manifests to us within our heavenly vision, we could see Him as light, brilliant light, like thousands of suns, or we could hear Him talk in the voice as mighty as the thunder, as great as the ocean's waves. And
etc. There are much more when we can calm our mind and go within the kingdom of God, within ourselves. We could experience a lot more about God. He manifests in many different ways. And
now, how do you bring people to that revelation, to that understanding?
I do not have to bring people to that state, because we all have kingdom of God within ourselves. It says so in the Bible. And so the moment we calm our mind in a special way, there is some way to calm the mind quicker than other way. And in our way is the quickest way you could calm the mind and remember the kingdom of God. So it happens like almost immediately.
How do you do that?
How? Okay, it is not I that do this. It is the Father that uses this physical instrument. And when anyone is ready and want to come to Him again, then He will just does that. He reconnect Himself to Himself within us.
You make it sound very easy.
Yes, it is absolutely easy, Madam.
Because there are so many people who struggle with faith.
I know that, because they don't know the easiest way. We can find struggle for thousands of years and don't see God. But if we know it, then it's just seconds. Second, a fraction of second.
Ching Hai, you talk about the Bible, but you say, or you know, the background I've read about you says, in fact, you're not a Christian, you're not a Buddhist, whatever, but you quote the Bible.
Well, I am the believer of all religions, because I have found that the essence of all the religious scriptures pointing toward one thing, that is, we have one God, and sometimes we don't even need the Bible to know this, because there must be a creator for all the beautiful things that we see with our naked eyes. But there are more and more beautiful things which we could see with our spiritual eye.
For example, again?
For example, we can ascend to heaven and see that the scenery there, the life, the beings there are thousandfold more beautiful.
But
and
how do we know? Who's been there and come back and reported?
Well, we can go there anytime. I mean, the one who practice this way of heaven, there is a way to go back there. That is the way we came from. If we came from heaven, we must be able to go back there, no?
But how do we know we came from heaven?
Well, we can prove that to ourselves by going back there and look. Well, where else should we come from? Suppose we don't come from heaven, where else should we come from? Should we come from hell? We are the children of God. Jesus told us that, Buddha told us that, Mohammed told us that. And we can even prove that to ourselves. If God created us, we are the children of God. We must come from heaven.
There are a lot of people who don't believe in God and who don't believe that God created us.
Right. Well, I don't argue with these people. Sooner or later, they have to believe. And maybe they believe in their heart, but they do not want to admit it. You know, sometimes it's fashionable to be different. It's okay.
So now you're going to be talking, you're going to be giving workshops, Ching Hai. What sort of thing will you be doing at the workshops?
Well, I probably would introduce to people the sure way to heaven, and if people are interested and they're ready to know their origin, to know our Father or Mother, then I will show them in a practical way, like we would sit down together and let the God within us connect each other again.
Now, one of the things you do, you initiate, and I'm reading from your pamphlet here, and I'll give the times of your lectures. You initiate sincere spiritual aspirants into the Kuan Yin method of meditation.
Right.
This event has been described as opening of the wisdom eye,
yes,
and sudden or immediate enlightenment by the
Yes.
great masters of old. Will you talk us through this Kuan Yin method of meditation?
Right. Okay. Kuan Yin is just a Chinese term for word or vibration or heavenly sound or melody. In our worldly language, it is very difficult to unify the meaning of the same thing. So I would refer to the Bible, which is stated that the Word of God, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And everything that's what made was made by the Word. And nothing is made that is not made by this. So in order to find our origin, we have to return back to where we came from. We have to trace back the Word that was with God, and that was even God. And that's how we are made of. And also everything else in this universe is made of this essence of the tremendous energy of the universe, which we could call God Almighty. He, when manifest in this world, He has dwelt within us as human being and manifest materially as a human being so we can see each other. Or He manifests as in the flowers and the food we eat, the fruit that we like, etc. These are the material aspect of God. We retrace the Word of God to go back to be united with Him. Kuan Yin is just a Chinese name because, you see, this is how we argue again, because the word is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin means contemplate on this Word of God, on this vibration of the universal power which make all beings. But then I started in Taiwan, and this word is Chinese, and I just keep using it as a habit. Yes.
Sharon wants to know about death.
Yes.
And after death.
Yes.
And she was suggesting that she had heard that if you're a Hindu, you're going to go to a Hindu heaven and meet Hindu saints and gods and goddesses.
Yes.
If you're
Christian, you meet
you'll meet Christ, whatever.
Yes.
So it's very culture orientated and culture focused.
Right.
And she wanted to know your views on after death.
Okay. In short, is this correct what she has heard? Partially. You see, the Most High manifests in different ways. He could also manifest as Christ or Buddha in case the person who dies does not know another religion outside his own. And it's also fine because it's all God manifestation anyhow. But, for example, in our group, sometimes we meditate in a way that we die daily. We leave the physical body for a while and come back. And even if the person who meditates, even if he's a Christian, sometimes he see the Buddha in his vision and learn with him. Or sometimes the Buddhist would have the honor to meet Christ so that he can know that God is one. But in the case of the people who die, of course, because he's used to with Christ or used to with Buddha, so God doesn't want to confuse him. Of course, if he want to greet him to heaven, then he would send whoever the representative or the master that person believes in for the beginning. And later he will learn to know that all masters are sons of God, and they talk the same thing, and they teach human being to remember the greatest one.
What Edgar wanted to know, Ching Hai, was, are there other masters who are preaching either the same message or maybe a different message in other places of the world?
Right. Are there, right?
Yes.
There are, yes. There are quite a few, yes. And there are many more in different levels of consciousness and many different level of understanding about God, but they all try their best to bring humankind's consciousness into a higher level to make our planet a more beautiful place and a safer place.
This, I'm not still clear in my mind about this concept of master and supreme master. Where does the title come from?
Oh, God bestow.
So you have decided that God bestowed on you the title of Supreme Master?
I have not decided. He told me.
So he has told you
he say that
you are a Supreme Master?
No, so that people know that it's he who speaks. It's not a human being who speaks. It's not me or not I, the physical being that speaks. It is the Master that speaks.
So you say to your followers, this is not me, Ching Hai, speaking. This is the voice of God.
Right. No, the teaching, the one that connects them to heaven again, that is God's power. That's from Him.
I see.
No human being can do that.
Now, I'd also like you, Supreme Master Ching Hai, to clear up a couple of things in my own mind.
Please.
You design jewelry and
Yes.
sell jewelry.
Right.
I find that at odds with being such a spiritually enlightened person.
Oh, not really. I use the money to travel, to buy airplane tickets, all that, to work for God, and the rest I give to the charity people. So for the poor people. So it's nothing unspiritual about that.
It just seems...
I need to have money to go around, to talk to people, and to go on airplane, to go by taxi. So I cannot take donation because God has told me I can only give, I cannot take.
And to get back to your number one, refrain from taking the life of sentient beings.
Right.
There's a little rider to this that says the keeping of this precept requires a vegan or lacto-vegetarian diet.
Yes.
So you do insist, can you not see God if you're not a vegetarian?
No, you can. You can see God the same. It's just that if we want to go higher, the higher we go, the less baggage we should carry. And animals' energies do tend to drag us a little into a lower kind of energy. So we would better refrain from it if we want our soul to be less burdened.
Yes.
Yes, that's all. But even without vegetarian diet, we could see God immediately. So the people who came to me the first night or the first day, they are not being vegetarian. But they also can see God immediately. I have to let them see so that they can believe. And then, of course, when they believe God and when God enters their soul again, they will be purified and they'll be gladly and willingly to be vegetarian also from then on.
Supreme Master Ching Hai, people listening, what sort of message would you have for somebody who was listening?
Yeah, just remember God, and even though you don't see Him, He is forever merciful. He is not a vengeful God, He is not a jealous God, He is forever loving. She is forever loving, forgiving. So at the time you die, you must remember this, that God is the only one, and God is forever loving you. Just remember this so that you can go direct to heaven. Do not believe in hell. Do not believe in punishments from God, because God loves you always, no matter who and what you are, because you are Him.
Just one last question.
Please.
What does a person see when they see God?
Well, he can see many aspects of God because God is infinite. So, for example, one aspect is the light, and another aspect is the way He speaks to you. He imparts wisdom to you. In the voice sound like thunder, in the voice sound like the ocean, voice like melody, voice that soothes your soul and calm your nerves and open your wisdom and endear you to Him again and make you become a saint, make you become heavenly being again, that where you came from. But you can also see Jesus or Buddha, His representative, also the past masters, and talk to them and learn from them.
And you're going to be speaking at the Parliament of World Religions?
Right, ma'am.
Okay, because we're going to be talking to Africa Msamang, who we've had on the program before, and Claudius van Veek, who's the organizer,
right,
and the PRO, very shortly. Well, thank you very much for being with us this evening.
Thank you, Kate.